What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be installing these Maxxis Receptors on my GT grade. These are 700 by 40C tires. Maxxis makes them in a 650 by 47 size as well. These are 441 grams. They're rated for tubeless, and that's what I'm going to be setting them up as today. So hopefully everything goes smoothly. I've got some Maxxis on a couple of different bikes. I've got hookworms on some BMX. I noticed the center tread is really similar to the hookworm, so that's cool. I like that tire. And it came with some WTB Riddlers on this bike, and I don't have a whole lot of opinion on them. They just seem sort of dry, and I've slipped a little bit on the pavement, so we're done with those. So I picked up these valves from Amazon. They were inexpensive. They come in a bunch of different colors, and I used them on my aggressor before. I've had no problems with them, so picked up another set for this project. So these WTB rims are supposed to be tubeless ready, and they say all you've got to do is pop this valve on and put some sealant in with your new tire and should be good to go. So I'm hopeful that is the experience I'm going to have here. I've never had aftermarket rims or tubeless ready rims, but it seems to be pretty straightforward, similar to what I did on my mountain bike, but I didn't have to put the tubeless tape on. So once you pop that valve in, put your O-ring on, and you put this little lock ring on, snug it down pretty good. That's holding an air seal there, so keep that in mind. Obviously you don't want to over tighten it either. Come to think of it, I don't remember any instructions on it. I just sort of did it by feel. And you can use the cap to also remove the valve core. So if you take the edge of the cap there and pop it on, you can remove that center, which is kind of handy when you are first putting air in the tires. If you've got an air compressor, pop that guy out and you can just sort of blast air in to get your tire seated on the rim. So I picked this tire up on Amazon. I believe it was under $40 per tire, and came quickly, well packaged. I'll put a link to these down in the bottom. Nice tire overall. You know, nothing special, nothing I didn't expect. Pretty easy to get mounted, and once it was on, I just sort of blasted some air into the valve stem there and got it seated. Hear that? That was the good sound. That's market sound. So in the past, I've always just used the little hose that comes with the orange sealant, and this time I picked up this syringe, and this was pretty awesome. I was glad I got this. I'll put a link down there. This was like $8. I highly recommend it. I was able to get the appropriate amount of sealant in there as per the bottle's recommendation, and just sort of slid it onto the valve stem, push the amount of sealant in that it said to use, and man, that was it. I didn't spill any. It went really smoothly. Hopefully, you know, you have the same experience, but yeah, it was great. So once I got all the sealant in there, all I had to do was replace the valve core, and once you've got that on, then you're good to go. Just pump it up to pressure, and that's that. All right, the rear wheel was the same as the front wheel, completely uneventful. Things went perfectly smoothly, so I'll save you that. Once I got everything on, I took it out for a ride. Super happy with it, and I've put, probably 200 miles on these since I've installed them at this point. I'm super happy with them. They stick to the road. They feel light. I've had zero problems with the tubeless. I top the air off maybe once a week. I run it at about 50 psi right now, and no complaints. So I put links for everything down in the bottom. If you've got any questions, drop a comment. I'll answer it as best I can, and I can say that I would recommend these tires. I think they're great. So hit subscribe, hit like, and thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful.